I would say is that um, people who are single don't necessarily have this like void in their lives that they're trying to fill, and they aren't desperately searching for another person to be in their life necessarily, because they could have lots of great friends, or they could just be really good at entertaining themselves and giving themselves a purpose in life. For me, my personal experience, there hasn't been anything too serious or hurtful. Like there've been like some jokes at times about how, like, wait a minute, like, you've been single this whole time, are you like asexual or something, as if being asexual is that necessarily. But I don't really feel that much pressure myself. I think that one of the factors behind that is that I'm not in many friend groups. So I have the friendships that I do have are largely like one-on-one individual friendships, and we really don't care that much about whether the other person's in a relationship or not. But I do know that some of my other friends who are in friend groups, and they're in groups of like maybe like 10 friends, and there's bound to be some people who are in relationships, some people who aren't, and things can get a little bit like competitive maybe, or there's a few more like insults exchanged in those settings. At least that's what I've observed from afar. I think that as people, look at we tend to look at the others in our like in group and see like what it is that everyone else has within this group that maybe we don't have. So in that situation, I can see how there could be pressure that's put on people who maybe all their friends are in relationships and they aren't. I would say that one thing to remember, like whether or not you're single, and especially to remember before like judging anyone for being single, is that like don't underestimate the power of a good friend, and don't underestimate the power of being a good friend. Like for me, one of the reasons I'm very, very happily single is because I have some great friends, and being friends with them never gets old.